one of my teachers shared this little piece that stuck me for a long time. And he said that the ghafil, or the heedless one, is the one who wakes up in the morning and plans what he will do with his day. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. Maybe for us, that would mean who we're going to meet, what we're going to build. But the aql, the intelligent one, the insightful one, is the one who wakes up wondering, what will God do with my day? And I think we spend our lives sort of at the creative tension between those two things because, we have to consciously set our intention, how we're going to spend our time. And the Arabic word that, I sort of embrace it, that we all understand is amanah. It's this responsibility. It's entrusted to us. So as an entrepreneur or creative professional or any kind of professional, that's really our biggest asset is our time. And so how are we spending that? So this is a sort of basic foundation that we all, very familiar with. But in this era, when there's so much choice and we can work kind of from anywhere and there's abundance of tools and there's so many options to experiment with things, but we also have demands on our time from family or being sustainable, and of course our spiritual practice that frames all of that is how are we spending our time? And this is, it evolves depending on what you might call your season of life. And so some of the practice I develop is just simple things. Again, they're not new ideas, but just being very clear. For example, the start of each year for the last, I don't know, maybe 20 years, take a bit of retreat time to look at what I'm hoping to work on this year. What are my intentions? My version of that system is an adaptation of Google's OKR. So Google's will have objectives and key results. So I've kind of adapted the launch code system of intentions and key results. So every quarter I have certain intentions in different kind of 3 or 4 different areas, and the key results that I'm going to try and get for each one. And they're usually quarterly. But you've got to be very intentional and keep tracking and checking because you can kind of easily drift into one direction or get kind of distracted here. Having a good system around that is going to vary for every person, but as long as you have something that keeps you back to that intention that's grounded and the vision, it's got to be very clear what you're hoping to achieve, inshallah.